So does your New Year's resolution include being a better parent? Mine's at the top of the list. That is, if I were to make resolutions, that would be one of them. But there are some things you should consider before changing the way you interact with your children.
Such a hard job, isn't it, everybody? Parent Coach Sarina Natkin back here to help us out this morning. So you gotta have to take it one step at a time, right? What's a good tip here to start the new year?
So, I'm looking at what are the small things we can do that can bring more calm, more connection, and more just compassion to family life. We're all sort of racing around, and so what are these simple things? And so there's sort of three things that if I was looking to make changes in the new year, that's where I'd put my attention. And the first one is taking care of yourself and your relationship. We often, as parents, put ourselves and our marriages and partnerships last on the list. Yeah. And in fact, that's what gives us the energy and the time and patience to really be present with our kids. And if we're not taking care of ourselves, it's hard. It's hard to keep going. And the truth is, we're their model for what a healthy adult looks like, for what a healthy relationship looks like. So if we're not taking care of ourselves, they're growing up thinking, oh, my parents running around stressed all the time is what it means to be an adult. If we're not taking care of our marriage, we want to model what they want in a healthy relationship as adults. They're looking to us. How do we solve problems? How do we deal with conflict? How do we show love to each other? So really moving those to a priority is huge. It really is that secure your own oxygen mask first, and you're better able to take care of your kids.
So number one, take care of yourself, take care of your marriage. Number two,
catch your kids doing things right. If you look back over the last few days, we can all find many things we've told our kids that they haven't done right? That they picked something up, but they didn't do it right. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So we constantly are sort of on the lookout for how do we correct things? When we get more bang for the buck if we focus on what are they doing right. So when you catch them, thank you for carrying your plate in after dinner. I noticed you did this and I appreciate it. It's not praise, it's not over the top, it's just giving that positive feedback. It can change your entire family feel. I tried this actually with my husband years ago. I went 2 weeks with no complaints, no criticism, nothing. Actually, 1 week, sorry, 1 week.
I was gonna say,
By the end, 2 weeks was too long. By the end of the week, he was bringing me flowers. He was more present with me. He had some space to be himself. He didn't feel so, managed and
like
sort of
nagging and nitpicking.
Yeah, nagging. And our kids are exactly the same way. So focus on the positive. It's not about letting them get away with things. It's the knowing that people do better when they feel better.
Right.
And working with that.
Okay. Yeah. So point out the positives.
Yep. So the last one is finding some time, 10 to 15 minutes each day, screen technology-free connection time. So that means your phone is off. It's in the other room. You can't look at it when it goes ding or buzzes. And really directing your attention to your kid. Let them sort of navigate that time. What do they want to do? They want to play a game? Do they want to just sit and talk? Whatever it is, just that time, because we learn through interaction. So younger kids, they're learning empathy, they're reading eye contact and body language, and that's really important for them to develop their social emotional skills. Older kids, if we want them to trust us and open up to us, how are they going to feel if they bring up their relationship problem? We're like, the stock price just went up,
Yeah, right.
We've got to give them that time.
And just 10 to 15 minutes.
Yes, it's not hours and hours. And here's a great tip. It can change your whole night. Do that when you guys get home. So don't rush in the door and start getting into dinner and the mail and everything. Take 10 minutes. And if your kids get that focused time, you will be so much freer to do what you need in the evening because they've rejoined with you. They've okay, we're home, we're connected. It changes the whole evening.
And I want my kids to know that they're the priority.
Yes,
I don't know, they are my priority, but I want them to know that.
Of course, and we're all busy. And parents, the funny thing is parents report so often the struggles with getting their kids off technology. Kids are reporting the exact same things. When we look at studies coming out where they're asking kids, they can't get their parents' attention. We're on our screens going 1 minute, 1 minute. Mm-hmm. No wonder they start whining and having meltdowns. They can't reach us.
All really good goals to keep in mind.
Yeah.
They could call us. They could call us.
Yes, they could. Yes, exactly. Yes.
From the other room.
From the other room. Yes.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarina.
You're welcome.
You can find out more on this subject and a lot of other subjects on Sarina's website, sarinanatkin.com.